comic book people out there, it's Wednesday, and this week we got a few different comic books that came out that I'm really excited about. First, Han Solo #1. Everyone always wants to be a Sith or a Jedi. I think I'm one of the few people out there that wants to be a scruffy nerf herder. I love Han Solo. He's my favorite character by far in the entire Star Wars universe. This story takes place after Episode 4, but before Episode 5. Leia convinces Han to enter into a race across a star system, and it turns out that this race is really just a subterfuge so that they could rescue certain informants for the rebels. But it's Han Solo, so you know there's gonna be a lot more to it than just that. Next up, I got Batman issue #1. Even though it does say Rebirth at the top, it is the ongoing series for Batman. For the most part, most of the superheroes of Gotham City have all been vigilantes that are similar to Batman, where they don't have any superpowers. They're just really well trained. But that is not the case anymore. As you can see on the cover of this first issue, we have two new superheroes, Gotham and Gotham Girl. Although I really think it should be Gotham Woman, just to be PC with everything. Interesting intro for them to be into this issue. Next issue, we're probably going to be expanded on a little bit more so we can find out exactly who they are. Justice League issue #51. If you look at the front cover, Robin is part of the team. Not exactly. This story takes place sometime during the first 5 years after the Justice League had been formed and they defeated Darkseid. And they're filling in some of the gaps where Dick Grayson came in as Robin, where he acted somewhat like a junior member. And we have a mysterious villain that isn't shown in this issue. I'm not sure who it is, but I know that this is going to be something else. It's an ongoing storyline. Next up, we got Green Lanterns issue #1. We have both Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz as the human Green Lanterns that are protecting our sector. But they don't work quite so well together, although I'm sure that'll change later on down the line. We have the Red Lanterns being brought in, who they may be the antagonists for the series. Or they can just be additional characters where things may be kind of moved around a bit, where they have to work together. That's what I'm hoping for personally myself, because I really do like the Red Lanterns, and I don't really like them to be shown as the villains. Although they are kinda a little bit. Finally, I got Titans Rebirth issue #1. This is the closest thing we've got to a sequel to the Rebirth one-shot that DC released. This is following Wally West, who's trying to reconnect with all of his fellow teammates from the Teen Titans. All of them have forgotten him because an unknown person has erased their memories. One by one, he reconnects with each of them. He's able to unlock some of their memories, not everything, but enough so that they remember that he was one of their bestest buddies. Like the Rebirth one-shot, this was very touching. This was done incredibly well. If you read any comic book this week, this should be the comic book you should read. I'm also a huge fan of the costume change that he got. It looks like it is somewhat between a Kid Flash and a Flash costume, so it still looks like Wally West the Flash. But then again, I'm really a big fan of all of the costume changes that I've seen so far from the Titans. I also got Civil War 2 issue #2 and Scooby Apocalypse issue #2, but I'll talk about those in a different video. But that's my comic load for this week. What did you get? Leave comments down below and let me know. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me in this video. Be sure to check out my Patreon site, my social media sites, my websites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. I know Cyborg is being written as being part of the Justice League, but still, I feel like he should have been part of the Titans. Maybe at some point down the line, maybe they can change the continuity where he was a member of the Teen Titans and he was also friends with Wally West. I just feel like that was missing.